Hi guys, Brain here with another video. Today we are talking again about the developer update part 2 has dropped, and I want to say something specific with this in regards to killer mains out there. But first, let's go ahead and give a TLDR of the developer update part 2. More good stuff, another good update. I don't know what's happening. We are in the Bizarro world now. We'll cover Deathslinger because Deathslinger is probably the biggest topic of this update. So I want to cover everything else first, so we'll get back to him. Plague is getting buffs. Infection time is increased. Also, infection time now infects you more quickly, so it's more worthwhile to infect gens, which is really, really cool. Really, really neat. Vile Purge, now she moves faster, so now her Vile Purge is definitely more and more of a threat. I was really hoping that, she wouldn't lose her power while stunned, but apparently that's still a thing. Hopefully they, decide to change that, I would hope. Also, when you let go of your power, you're not as punished as much. You remember when you would swallow your stuff, that it would be like you would be stuck there for a little bit. Now it works more like Huntress's hatchets, which is really cool. Also, cleansing at a fountain takes longer. Her add-ons are being changed as well. Cleansing at fountains now gives aura reading on a common. Vile Purge no longer affects survivors, but infection duration goes up and that sort of thing. Different ways to play the character, essentially. We're switching item descriptions to be more, instead of saying like considerably, now we have percentiles that will be added to these things, and they will be adding those to the item add-ons as well. A lot of these perks that are more useless are being updated, like Windows is removing its cooldown and increasing range. Repressed is removing the percent that it needs to be worked. Built to last, now you can recharge all of your item, but you have to hide in a locker for a really, really long time, so it's kind of a trade-off. Another big thing with this is hatches and keys are finally getting nerfed. Hatch will not spawn until there's one survivor left in the trial, so there's no more big full team key outs. Keying out also has a timer, so you don't get to do that right away. That timer does stay if you pause for some reason, but yeah, keying out is no longer a thing. Thank God. That was the worst thing ever, and everybody who's entitled and biased can tell me otherwise, but I'm not going to listen to you. So yeah, boon totems are coming. Boon totems are revealed to be area based, so the totems will not affect a whole team or a specific character. It will be in the area that totem is active, which is good, because if it was map wide, it would actually be broken and terrible, which is what a lot of people were afraid of. And after the killer finds it, the killer can find it and extinguish it, and then becomes a dull totem again. I don't know if they can reapply it, or if it's just a one go a match like hex totems are, but we'll see. We will see. So let's get back up to Deathslinger, because it's the main thing I wanted to talk about today. And I want to I'm irritated with the DBD community. I'm very, very irritated right now, and it's because of this. So Deathslinger has been a problem for a while. Deathslinger is not what they would consider an overpowered character, but he's a very anti-fun. Very, very anti-fun. And I hate using that phrase because I feel like a pin drops in DBD now, and some entitled survivor shithead's just gonna be like, oh, that's not really fun, that's really boring. I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of a snooze fest. They say that to everything now, and it's definitely an overstated thing. But I think Deathslinger was validly one of those characters where it was just it felt like you just got, quote unquote, outplayed when you were doing literally nothing. You could do nothing wrong and just get blasted by this character. And the reasons why is because he could aim down sights repeatedly to trick you into thinking he was going to shoot, and you wanted to dodge because you don't want to be hit, and then he'd get a free hit on you. Or he would just shoot you and get you. Basically, it was a lose-lose situation unless the Deathslinger was actually awful. He also had a lot of annoying things like having a small Terrius, and basically all of that is going this next update. You have to fully aim down your sights, so you can't just do this, and then shoot. You have to fully aim down your sights to do that. If you're doing the ADS cancel thing where you're aim, there's a cooldown, kind of like with Pyramid Head now, where where Pyramid Head used to be able to do that, but now Pyramid Head has a little delay with his hand after he does after he sticks the sword in the ground. He's gonna have something like that where he has a cooldown after aiming to take a shot. But the bright side is that he's gonna be able to move faster while aiming now. So he's not gonna. That's kind of like the trade-off. It's not a big trade-off, but he will be able to move faster while aiming, since they want you to be aiming while you shoot now, not ADSing people to trick them. Also, his Terrius has been lifted back up to 32 meters because having a range killer without a lullaby is a bad idea. So either the option was give him a lullaby or give him a normal Terrius. And they went with giving him a full Terrius again, because when you would stack things like Monitor and Abuse on him, his Terrius would you could basically be shot from outside your Terrius is essentially the problem. So a Survivor, even while trying to be as perceptive as possible, trying to be as careful as possible, could be punished for no reason. You could be shot from off screen and you couldn't even hear Terrius, and that was just like really grueling for like no reason. And this is where the unfun part of the video comes in, because people are PO'd. People are mad about this update. People are really like you've killed Deathslinger. Oh, well, why would I ever play Huntress now? Why would I ever play Deathslinger over Huntress now? Like, it just makes no sense. You've just killed this character. And I think it really, really shows how much people don't play both sides and just don't understand that sometimes you have to do things that are good for the game's health and not necessarily for one side or the other. I feel like both sides, and I'm saying both sides, but this specifically has been Killer Mains, but I feel like both sides have this mentality in this game where it's like they want their side to be pandered to. They don't want what's best for both sides in the game. Like, I feel like most people in this game don't want what's best for the health of the game. They want what's best for their side. Like, when you go into the game options and it gives you Survivor or Killer as an option, I feel like people have aligned themselves with one side or the other and don't really give a darn about the game's general health. Deathslinger and the way he was played made him annoying and unfun to play against no matter what. He was unfair and unfun. And Deathslinger mains were like not even like having a great time because they didn't have like map pressure. This killer sucked. This killer was not sucked in a bad way, but just like sucked to fight. Like, in general, it was just not the best to fight. Because a lot of the situations where he succeeded was not because the Survivor screwed up or had a counterplay option. It was just because, you know, he didn't miss his shot, or he put you in a situation where he didn't have to guess, or he didn't have to do anything. And that's not an entertaining way to play a game, especially a game that's versus. And I've seen people like losing their minds over this, and I'm just like, it just really like worries me, because I feel like most people who play the game don't care about the game and don't care about the health of the game, don't care about the health of the player base. They're just in it for them, and they don't care at all what happens to the other side, as long as they get, like, if they would be fine. Like, they're crying about this stuff. Like this stuff was really bad. Like, this stuff was not good stuff to have in the game. Like, nobody liked getting out in the middle of a den zone and just being ADS'd until, like, you know, the killer just won for free. Like, that just sucks. That's a sucky thing. And the fact that there's like zero sympathy for that in a lot of ways is like really concerning to me, that a lot of people out there are like so unempathetic to that. And like, and I play killer. Like, I'm a killer main. That's what I do. Like, I love the killer role. Like, I do. And I know I know when something is good or bad for the game and try to analyze that honestly, but I don't feel like that's what people do. And the fact that people are so like, I was shocked. Like, literally, when I was going through Twitter today, I was shocked that people were so like upset that Deathslinger got nerfed. I thought everybody was waiting for this. I thought everybody wanted this. But I guess there's just like it's funny, like it's like a meme, right? Like, you thought like, oh well, there's those biased killers mains out there that are completely cringy and need to touch grass. Like, you think it's a meme, but like, I guess today I found out, and I guess I'm just disappointed because of my naivety, I guess, is that we found out that those people are real and they very much do exist. The people that are just like, yeah, screw survivors. The survivors could work on gens for 3 million years and I'd be happy. The killer needs to just, you know, one shot, and killer needs to have exposed downs on everybody, and the survivors need to be just feel shitty all the time, you know. Apparently that's the people like that do exist, and I think like this update to him is good for the game. And I think that today I saw that a lot of people don't care about the health of the game because they care more about being able to make other people feel small or weak, even if it's not fairly. And that made me a little disappointed. But all in all, the positive is that this developer update is really good. I just got very worried based on how the community reacted to it. So yeah, that's going to be it for me. Keep your head on your shoulders out there. Try to think more about like the general health of the game and not like what makes you feel good and what makes you feel like you're dominating everybody, because it takes two to tango, friend. And if you drive away one side of a two-sided game, then the game will die. So be careful about that sort of thing. If you like this video, hit the like button down below, and if you want to see more of these and not have YouTube screw it, not have YouTube block you out from seeing more of my videos because you didn't sub, do the sub-a-roni. Otherwise, I don't have anything else for you. Thank you so much for watching, friend, and I'll see you when I see you, friend. Goodbye.